Alrighty, so what's this? Arc System Works catching another dub, huh? Not only have they now addressed some of the complaints from the original beta, they're giving us yet another beta to get our hands on and just test some of these changes out, so that's going to be really cool. And I've only looked at the developer backyard just very briefly to see, what they're exactly talking about, but what I gather, it seems to be all pretty positive. Pretty much everything that we were wanting them to at least address, they've now looked at and addressed. However, there is one thing that I want to be in the full release of the game, but I'll get to that in a second. For now, let's just actually look at the things that they changed. Alrighty, so developer backyard, let's see. Straight off bat, they're actually, it's good to see that they're actually looking at the survey that we took. They actually care about it, so awesome. Let's get to like the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about here. Now here's the damage thing, right? Many players commented that the damage is way too high. There's a problem, or there are also many concerned that this was not just a problem with the game's balance, but also takes away the fun of pulling off damage in combos. So this is one that people may not like, but it's pretty much par for the course with what Guilty Gear Strive is, wanting to do. To briefly summarize this, there's pretty much saying that the experience of Guilty Gear is the tension of fast-paced matches, but it's kind of gate kept by learning really complex combos. So shorter combos, but more damage just reduces the execution barrier, which is something that we've noticed. And I mean, like, people, you either like it or you don't. That's pretty much that. Here's one thing that I really, this is probably the most interesting part of the game for me. Part of this developer backyard. Roll mechanics are interesting, but I felt limited by meter use. This is something I've thought about a lot because there are a lot of things that I was labbing out with Milia using meter, but it was a lot of like, okay, how do I set myself up to get wall break in order to actually make this mix be like usable? It wasn't really seeming like the mix was something that I could just constantly put up, just like constantly just say send it, and run my offense. And there was most definitely a strategy around that. And I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing the way the meter worked, but having more meter is gonna be cool. What's interesting is that they're not saying that they're just increasing meter overall, they're changing it entirely, or not entirely, but let me just read the quote. Taking this into consideration, we have reconsidered the general rules surrounding meter gain. We didn't simply increase the gain rate, but you should be able to use your meter more freely overall. That's very interesting. Because doesn't everything pretty much just like give you meter? Like, except for running away. Like, just engaging in the match, be it attacking, getting comboed yourself, running towards your opponent, I thought that pretty much everything you do builds meter. So maybe they're going to be changing negative penalty or whatever whenever you lose meter. Maybe they're going to be making changes to that. Maybe they're going to change the way wall break and meter works. Maybe you're just going to be gaining meter like even quicker after wall break. I'm not too sure, but it's going to be fun to see how that works. I'm really thinking about a lot of combo extensions and combo routes that I didn't really get a chance to try out during the beta that are kind of reliant on meter. So yeah, that'll be fun. I did all this for some. They are addressing the lobbies, so rest assured. We got a rematch feature. Heck yeah, that's a big dub. Kind of funny that I almost wonder if we wouldn't have just gotten a rematch feature if we just didn't ask for it. Like, that would have been a huge L. Everyone's assuming, oh, it's just the beta, there'll be a rematch feature. I mean, we got it now though, so that's a dub. But yeah, I went ahead and like asked a couple friends what they thought, what kind of changes they wanted to see in the game. The core gameplay, and it was pretty much validated by what they said about damage. It's pretty much how they want it to be. It's pretty close to like the final build as far as like mechanics and stuff go. So there's just like a lot of quality of life changes that I assumed this beta would be implementing, and it seems like these quality of life changes I like them. Oh yeah, I skipped the whole thing. Hold on. Jumping is too strong. We also determined that this needed improvement and have made significant changes. I can't explain each individual change here, but this is one point that will be a very noticeable difference from the open beta test. Interesting that they said they can't explain each individual change here. So that leads me to believe that it's not a universal fix, right? It's like character specific things to deal with jump ins. Be it this could be like an overall buff to like 6Ps, so maybe 6Ps are just like a lot better, or it could be something a bit more nuanced with like the jumps themselves, or hurtbox, hitbox type of thing. Not too sure, so it'll be fun to see how that plays a role. So yeah, that's that. What do I think they should change? Well, this isn't really so much of a change, more so just like a feature that I hope that they will add to the full game. I actually talked about this during one of my live streams. While we're here waiting for our boy, what is the state of like the beta? Because I know like they released that beta or whatever version of the game that has the replay features and stuff. If you guys don't know, you can actually just like literally isekai yourself into any replay you want and figure out what fraudulent mix-up freaking bodied you in bracket. I think that'd be really cool to add that into Strive. But yeah, Plus R has this cool new feature, which would probably just be easier for me to show you rather than explain. All right, so here we are, Plus R. If you go over to the replay section, and you can literally just isekai yourself into any replay that you want. Let's do Ukash vs Elven Shadow. This is a really fun set actually during one of the last tournaments we just hosted. So I wasn't even in this match, and yet here I am watching it play out. Let's see what ends up happening. Okay, so Elven got hit. What if I want to say, I don't want to get hit there. How do I deal with this? Gonna pause it, and I want to take control of now player 2. I know he's gonna have to Tommy here. Oh look, I jumped over it, and I avoided it. This is super cool for like a number of reasons. Like, if there's some matchup stuff that you're not super sure on, just go lab it out. There's a setup some characters putting you in and you just can't figure out the answer to. Go in that exact match that you're in and try everything out until you find the correct counterplay. So yeah, that's pretty much my wish list. I want that more than Gatlings. But yeah, super cool if ArcSys to give us yet another beta. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be benefiting from it too. Really excited to see how it all turns out. You guys will most definitely be able to catch me in that beta whenever it drops. But tell me what you think in the comments. How do you feel about the meter changes? How do you feel about the anti-air stuff? Are you looking forward to the game itself? I mean, come on. Don't cap here. No capping here. Everybody's looking forward to it, man. Yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, if you like Guilty Gear, like I said, I host tournaments for Plus R every Sunday. So link in the description for the Discord if you guys want to get on that. And I'm starting a new little series of tournaments here in this upcoming week. So be on the lookout for that. Live every Sunday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And sometimes I go live a little bit early to do some discussion videos. So be sure to subscribe if you want to get that notification. That way you can be a part of the discussion when it happens. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, get you around. So,
maybe that was predicted of being warmed up in the first round. Oh, what a kick throw! That's dirty.
Oh, now we're seeing a lot of aggression coming in. Yeah. Take me to Chirac.